Hey guys, what's up? My name is Saurabh and I'm going to teach you this Indian Economic Environment paper of the general paper of F.Y.B.A Economics. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। आज के सेशन में हम जानेंगे द इंट्रोडक्शन एंड ओवरव्यू ऑफ द सिलेबस की कौन सा सिलेबस आपको होगा, आपको क्या क्या पढ़ाई करनी है, कौन कौन से बुक्स में से आपको पढ़ना है, कौन कौन से कंटेंट्स आपको सिखाए जाएंगे और कौन कौन से लेक्चर्स में ये बताया जाएगा। So this lecture is specially dedicated for the English medium students of the F.Y.B.A and I hope you'll like it. So चलिए शुरू करते हैं। So your F.Y.B.A economics पेपर का नाम है Indian Economic Environment. So Indian Economic Environment is the name of your paper. So let's talk about the semester first. Semester first consists of 4 units. The unit first is comprised of the introduction specifically of the Indian economy, and then the meaning and the factors affecting the Indian economic environment. Then first we'll understand the what is the meaning of the Indian economic environment, double quoted. So this F.Y.B.A syllabus is just revolving around the Indian economy and the sections and the patterns and the trends in the Indian economy. And then the challenges before Indian economy, the natural resources, the energy, and all the comparison of the Indian economy, the world economy. Like we know that the India is a developing economy, then we have to compare ourselves with the developed economy around the world, like US, China, and Britain, France, etc., etc. Then your second unit is agriculture and environment. This is your syllabus of the semester first. And in this session, we'll just talk about the semester first, not the semester second, because we are studying for the semester first, and in the next semester, we'll be talking about the semester second. So your semester first is just comprised of 3 units, 1, 2, and 3. Then the third unit is the industrial environment. We'll talk about it in the upcoming lecture. Okay, so let's talk about the unit first. Unit first is basically introduction of the Indian economy. Indian economy, the general introduction, then the factors affecting the Indian economic environment. Then what are the factors which are actually affecting the Indian economic environment, like the political factors, economic factors, and technological factors. Now, what is meant by political factors? See, the instability in the nation or the instability in the political environment of the economy always going to affect your economic environment. Okay, so politics is as much as important of the all the other factors. Then the economical factors, that the government, the policy of the government related to the economy, sorry. And those are the technological factors, that whether innovation is taking place in your country or whether you are inventing something new, some new sources of the income. Then these are some technological factors. So the challenges to the Indian economy. So what are the challenges before our economy? What are the challenges, like some common challenges we are very like poverty is as much as real of the other problems in our economy. Then unemployment, then the corruptions, then the low income of the people, then the substandard living of the people, etc., etc. These are the challenges. We'll study them in deep in our lectures. So the comparisons of the Indian economy with the world economy in terms of agriculture, population, and income, etc. See, whenever we compare ourselves with the world, with the rest of the world, that is ROW, the long form of this term is rest of the world. So then we always tend to compare ourselves with in some terms. Okay, like in terms of agriculture, whether our agricultural techniques are backward or forward compared to the other world, or whether our population, whether our income is more or less. Like we are the second most populated country, so and this is not something we should be proud of. We should take some necessary steps to decrease this population. And then the income, like our income is not as much as the rest of the world, so we'll compare ourselves in terms of the income to the rest of the world. Okay, let's go to the unit second, your agriculture and environment. Now see, when we are talking about the Indian economy is much dependent on the agriculture. So agriculture is a very important topic for our study. So like before independence there were three sectors, like two sectors mainly, agriculture and industry. And industry one was not dominated as agriculture was. and still now like 50% of the India's population is still dependent upon the agriculture. So agriculture is important point in our perspective. So the role of agriculture in Indian economy, though the share of the agriculture has fallen throughout the years, but still in this year, if you see the latest GDP data, agriculture is the only sector which have shown some positive growth, and the industrial and services sector were near to like they were in the minus. तो वो सब उनका कुछ contribution ही नहीं था. Agriculture is the only sector which is contributing in the positive amounts for this fiscal year. And the challenges before agriculture sector, see, though we are much dependent upon the agriculture, still the GDP to income ratio or the GDP to the population ratio is not as much as good as the rest of the world. Like, you know, Israel is the country which is contributing like 20 to 30% in their total GDP through their agricultural means, but India is not contributing that much as our population is much dependent upon the agriculture. तो जितना पॉप्युलेशन ऍग्रिकल्चर पे डिपेंडंट आहे, जेवढी पॉप्युलेशन ऍग्रिकल्चरवरती डिपेंडंट आहे, त्या प्रमाणामध्ये ऍग्रिकल्चर पासून मिळणारे इन्कम आपल्याला नाही मिळते किंवा त्याचा जीडीपी मध्ये शेअर नाही येते. ठीक आहे. सो दीज आर द challenges. We'll study them in deep only. Okay, then the recent trends in the agriculture. So what are the trends which agriculture is showing, like whether the technological innovations are happening in the agriculture sector, whether the private sector is investing in the agriculture sector, whether people are moving from like primary technologies to the some advanced technology in the agriculture, will also study it. So let's move towards the unit third. Unit third is industrial environment. Industrial environment is comprised of some industry, and the industry which is dependent upon agriculture sector, industry which is linked to the service sector. These are all the industrial environments. See, when like in this course, in this in Indian economic course, we'll go from like agri to industry to services. So your first was agriculture, then the second is like this is unit third, but I'm talking about our link of this course. So the first will study agriculture, then second will study industry, then third will study the services, and then we'll like analyze all these sectors according to our syllabus or our according to our understanding. Okay, so the unit third will talk about the industrial environment of the India, and then the role of the industry in economic development. What is the role of industry? Like industry is very important through or the by the perspective of the employment generation for us. जेव्हा आपल्याला देशामध्ये जर रोजगार वाढवायचा असेल, हमको अगर हमारे देश में लोगों को एम्प्लॉयमेंट देनी होगी तो no other sector can contribute as industrial sector. ओके, तो इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर जितना कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकता है उससे ज्यादा कोई अदर सेक्टर नहीं कर सकता. दिस इज रियलिटी. एंड द एलपीजी रिफॉर्म्स, अगर आपको पता होगा, दैट इज द लिबरलाइजेशन, प्राइवेटाइजेशन एंड व्हाट ग्लोबलाइजेशन. ये रिफॉर्म्स का इंडस्ट्री पे क्या इफेक्ट हुआ है वो भी हम जानेंगे हमारे लेक्चर में. देन द एमएसएमई सेक्टर. नाउ व्हाट इज मीन बाय एमएसएमई? एमएसएमई आर माइक्रो स्मॉल मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस. तो माइक्रो क्या होता है, स्मॉल क्या होता है, मीडियम क्या होता है, और ये एंटरप्राइजेस क्या है भाई? तो एंटरप्राइजेस होती है कंपनीज बेसिकली. तो इसकी एक डेफिनेशन है बकायदा. माइक्रो स्टैंड्स फॉर द इंडस्ट्री हुज इनकम इज दिस एंड दिस मच. वो भी मैं आपको बताऊंगा. लेट्स कीप इट सीक्रेट, सस्पेंस. देन स्मॉल एंटरप्राइजेस का इनकम शेयर क्या होता है, मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस का इनकम शेयर क्या होता है, और ये सब मिलके बनती है हमारी एमएसएमई इंडस्ट्री. Okay, or the enterprises. Then the recent trends in industrial development, whether our industry is growing or falling, whether the employment in our industrial sector is growing or falling, this will be also studied in our lectures. So stay tuned and I'll be teaching you all these subjects together. Okay, so the expected outcomes of this course, what are you expected to learn from me? Okay, तो क्या क्या आपको सीखने को मिलेगा? द क्लियर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द इंडियन इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम. मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि इंडिया इकोनॉमी क्या होती है, इंडिया की इकोनॉमी में कौन कौन से सेक्टर है जो कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं, इस सेक्टर्स का ग्रोथ कितना है, रेवेन्यू कितना है, इस सेक्टर का प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है, चैलेंजेस क्या है, ये सब हम सीखेंगे. एंड द ट्रेंड्स एंड पैटर्न्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ जो कि मैंने आपको बताया. of the India's economic growth and development. Whether India's economy is growing, falling, or whether India's economy has reached to the stagnant stage, or whether India's economy is bound to increase, or whether India's economy has got into the recessionary phase, ये सब आपको जानने को मिलेगा. The sections of the economy जो कि मैंने बताया, एग्रीकल्चरल, इंडस्ट्रियल एंड सर्विसेज सेक्टर, इस सेक्शंस का और इस सेक्टर्स का क्या क्या इंडस्ट्रियल और इकोनॉमी में कंट्रीब्यूशन है. एंड द जनरल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द इकोनॉमी की जनरल अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्या है, ये थोड़ा सा आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स आपको नॉलेज मिलेगा. दैट इज जीडीपी क्या होता है, जीएनपी क्या होता है, देन एम्प्लॉयमेंट क्या होता है, एम्प्लॉयमेंट के टाइप्स क्या होते हैं, ये सब आपको जानने को मिलेगा इस कोर्स में. ओके, so thank you and I hope to see you soon, and best regards, and also take care, take necessary precautions to avoid this coronavirus disease, also a Wuhan disease. Okay, so मास्क का यूज करो भाई. ओके, एंड ग्लोव्स का यूज करो, सैनिटाइजर का यूज करो, जो भी हो यूज करो और अपने आप को सेफ रखो. थैंक यू, बेस्ट रिगार्ड्स. ओके, बाय.